If you're familiar at all with my channel, you know that every now and then I like to do some videos where I ask you a question and you guys submit your questions and I answer them in a video. This is going to be a little bit different. I asked you guys to name literally anything, sports or not, and I was going to describe it in one word. The video begins right after this short break. Before I begin, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, DraftKings. Basketball fans, it's win or go home time. The NBA Finals are here, and the intensity is off the charts. Every possession matters, and there's still time to get in on the action with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. Here's the deal. New customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll score $300 in bonus bets. That's right. Pick your side, place your bet, and get ready to cash in. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and sign up using code BARRY. Crown is yours. Stay in on the action and use your $300 in bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Pick 6 and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code BARRY and bet just $5 on any wager and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's promo code BARRY only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Ben Roethlisberger's world-class ability to respect women. That is inspirational. The inevitable decay of the universe. The inevitable decay of the universe is inevitable. Yes. Adult films. Sweaty. Very, very sweaty and stinky. Ted Bundy. Bundy is a jerk. He's just a jerk. And yes, this is a direct reference from Norm Macdonald because he is the GOAT. Tyrese Halliburton. Zesty. Very, very zesty. Drake May. White. He's white. Very white. He's just the whitest guy I've ever seen. Zion Williamson. Hedonist. If you don't know what a hedonist is, then you should go and Google it. Basically, it's somebody who lives for pleasure, and knowing all about Zion's love for food and women, he's a hedonist. The Terrifier franchise. Gratuitous. I don't understand the point of it. I really don't. I've seen all the movies, and they're all pretty dog shit. I don't understand how they're so popular. They're just regular torture porn. The NHL. Disorganized. I also would have used the term choppy. I've always felt like hockey games are just there's too much blockage. There's too much blockage. Everything, it just kind of seems random. There's not a lot of flow to it. Shots are always getting blocked. The puck's always getting shot to the other side of the floor. It's just kind of boring. Philip Rivers. Fertile. Extremely fertile. Yes. No matter what Philip Rivers does for the rest of his life, he's always going to be known for having lots of sex with his wife. That rhymed. I didn't mean for it to rhyme, but it rhymed unintentionally, which is awesome. Ricky Bobby. Winner. A real winner and a totally real human being. Brian Westbrook. Versatile. Very versatile player. I know everybody says this about a lot of their favorite players, but he would probably be even better in today's NFL, where it's a much more wide open game for running backs. And unfortunately, he was a little bit injury prone, but still a great player. I wish he got a ring. Livy Doan's silence on the Iran-Israel conflict. Immoral. Completely immoral. The world, this country needs to know what Livy Dunn thinks about everything, because she's so talented. She's so unbelievably talented and intelligent, and that's why she's famous, not because she has a fat ass. The Bad News Bears 1976 movie. Timeless. It's a timeless film. It's a movie that you can plug in now, and sure, there might be some things that are outdated about it, but for the most part, it's still a very entertaining film, and it's a very enjoyable film. Arizona Tea. Glucose. Lots and lots of glucose, aka sugar, for the uninitiated. Will definitely increase your sugar levels, but it tastes very good, as does most things that are not good for you. Competition that Michael Jordan had to face against. Poop. Very, very stinky. Very, very poopy. I've been over this a bunch of times, but it really doesn't get said enough. Michael Jordan's competition was straight up poop relative to LeBron's competition. My glorious king, Giannis. Fullback. He plays like a fullback. I'm sorry, he just does. And he's a great player, and it is what it is. He's a great player, but he plays like a football player. Sometimes he can be tough to watch, but I'm not one of those people that denies his greatness. Aaron Rodgers. Complicated. Like Mark Murphy once said, I think he's still the Packers owner, he's a complicated fella, and I think that quote has turned out to age pretty well in regards to Aaron Rodgers. Basketball. Not the NBA, but just hooping outside. Convenient. It's just convenient. If you have a basketball hoop in your front yard, a lot of times you might not feel like shooting, but it's always there when you need it. Michael Phelps, spelt incorrectly, but nonetheless, Phelps Phelps, weedo. He's a weedo, aka a marijuana addict. People might have forgotten about him smoking that bong, but I haven't. No, sir. No amount of gold medals can erase that memory. Pokemon. Shin Pokemon! That's it. That's the South Park episode. Is the first thing I think of about when I think about Pokemon. Is Shin Pokemon. And if you don't know what that is, then quite honestly, we should not be friends. Disney Star Wars. Tragedy. Really just a tragedy. I don't even consider them to exist. Now I understand how people felt about the prequels when the prequels were coming out, except the prequels actually had original ideas and were not completely dog shit. Stanton's career with the Yankees. Uneven. It's been an up and down tenure for Stanton with the Yankees, no question about it. When they got him from the Marlins, he was fresh off of an MVP season. He's never played to that level with the Yankees, although he has been a very good postseason performer, but he's also been extremely injury prone. But yes, I would say that his career uneven. Cucumber, lime, Gatorade. Appalling. That's the only word I can think of. It's just absolutely appalling. Willem Dafoe, Goblin. I immediately think of the Green Goblin mask whenever you say Willem Dafoe, and he's been in a bunch of great movies. He's a great actor, but just for me, he's always going to be the Green Goblin before anything else. Plan B pills, clutch. And I don't really want to dig too much deeper into this, ironically, but yes, they can be very clutch for those who might not be so great when it comes to wearing condoms or pulling out. Angel Reese, brick. She's just a brick. She stinks. She rebounds basically all of her own misses to inflate her rebound numbers. Who knows? Maybe she'll become good. I don't know, but she's a basketball player who's really famous for everything besides basketball. Formula One, dumb. Never been into it. I don't understand it. Is it just like it's just a bunch of people lighting a stick of dynamite on fire and attaching it to a little car and they go fast for like 10 seconds? I don't understand it. It's fucking stupid. It's dumb. Bonnie Blue, subhuman. Motorcycles, flawed. Every time I see or hear a motorcycle, I think it's going to crash and the person's going to die. And that does happen relatively frequently. Longtime viewer and fan, Jordan Petzold. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Loyal. You're very loyal, and I appreciate your loyalty more than you can imagine. Clinton Portis. Thief. He's a thief. He literally stole a bunch of money. He's a fraud. I'm surprised that more people don't bring this up. I understand that people kind of have a nostalgic view of him because when we were growing up, yeah, he's with the Broncos and we play with him on Madden, but the guy's a piece of shit. Thief. Nico Harrison. Generous. Extremely generous individual who has gone above and beyond to make sure that the Los Angeles Lakers are set for the next 15 years. Star Wars, The Clone Wars, both the 2003 and 2008 versions. Cinema, pure cinema, amazing, tough to get much better than that. Some of this might just be nostalgia, of course, but I'm old enough to remember the 2003 edition, and it was literally like crack for me. Scooby is silly. He's a very silly Willy, but he's also a cutie patootie, so he gets away with a lot of things, like shitting on the carpet. Sabrina Carpenter. Hillary. Somebody said that she looks like Hillary Clinton, and I can't unsee it. So, I mean, I guess she's cute or whatever, but yeah, she's basically Hillary Clinton that wears a lot of makeup. MLB pitch clock. Useful. I would say it's useful. I think it's done a pretty good job of speeding up the game. I don't think baseball needs pitchers to take 60 seconds or a minute in between pitches, so I think it's done its job. Now, the ghost runner on second when it comes to extra innings, that's a completely different story. That's complete bullshit. But the pitch clock, it's done its job. People who don't flush when they use public restrooms. Evil. That's really all I can say. You're just evil. Son of a bitch. It doesn't take that much to flush. I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a restroom, particularly when I was in school, and the toilet would be filled to the brim with shit. I don't even know how it was humanly possible. But yes, you're evil if you don't flush after using a public restroom. Professional wrestling. Fake. Sorry, it's fake. I've never been able to get into it. I enjoy wrestling documentaries. I enjoy some behind the scenes stuff, but in terms of actually following the WWE or WCW or Raw, SmackDown, I never got into it. Too fake. High school football, Texas. That's what I think about. I think of Texas. I think of Friday Night Lights, which, by the way, just as a side note, I do always find it hilarious how on Friday Night Lights, the show, the head coach basically won half of his games on Hail Mary passes, which is completely unrealistic, but it was still a good show. Goku, deadbeat. The guy disappears or dies for 5-6 years at a time and leaves Chi-Chi to be with his children, and then he comes back and then beats up a bad guy, but then he's gone again. So yeah, he's basically a deadbeat, but he does some good things, but he's still a deadbeat father for the most part. Pigeons. Tyson. Mike Tyson. Just automatically think of Mike Tyson and pigeons. Now give me a kith. And finally, Solomon Hill. Terrorist. He is a terrorist. If you're a LeBron hater, he might be a saint or he might be a god, but to me as a LeBron fan, he's a terrorist.